Okay, welcome back. So I was going to record the mouse mode, and actually I did record the mouse mode after that little jabbing that I did. However, I went and bypassed all of the plugins. So you know what that means. The audios and stuff that I was playing, well, it did not really come out because Realstream was, of course, bypassed. So I did all that hour and 30 minutes for nothing because it wouldn't make no sense to really put it out. I could, but now I'm going to try to redo that. Hopefully I can do it the same or maybe even better. So we're going to get right into it. I'm going to load up the session here. Now, while that's loading, just to say a few things, I did lay some few things down. It's really, in order for you to make someone expose themselves, is make them think that they are making a decision that either is like they're the one that's making the decision. One thing I tell people is that be cautious of what you hear, because you don't know when or if you are being deceived. It's better to sit back and watch and study the individual instead of following down the wrong rabbit hole. Some people, though, as soon as they sense certain things, just because they can't stand that thing, so they just act carelessly and vengeful and wicked. So those people, I feel sorry for them because they don't have the thought of doing what is right. But with that being said, it was an indirect message within the message that I previously sent, that I posted before the video that I'm about to make now. I did say a lot of good stuff in that video, though, a lot of important things. I hope I'm able to remember them, or I hope I'm able to go through the mouse mode as effective. But I mean, nothing's going to change. I'm going to go from one to another, and I think there should be hopefully 30 minutes less. Instead of doing 1 hour 30 minutes, we will be doing hopefully an hour. If not, keep in mind that the video was approximately 1 hour and 30 minutes. Okay, so this is where we were, and we were kind of focusing on this audio. Now keep in mind, as I mentioned earlier, this audio that you're hearing here was something I recorded back last year. And one of the audio from this list, or from this 7-song, oh, come on, I'm trying to get in the perfect place. There we go. One of the audio from this, I'm going to have to bypass that and start all over. Bypass. I wish I could just press Alt, bypass, and it'll bypass all of them. Shift, bypass. Nope, that's just whole Shift, bypass. Nope, the whole Control, Shift. Nope, you can't do that. Yeah, well, no, that doesn't work, so. Oh. Oh, that's fine. Okay, we're just gonna do it manually. Okay. We have a whole lot to do that too. Bypassing. Now I hope I remember all this. Actually, I'm not really gonna save it anyways, so it doesn't really matter. Bypass. Bye bye. Bye bye. Okay, I think that's pretty much it, except for what we have here. Okay, that should be good. And let's actually default some local broadcast. Hold on. Oh yeah, it was about bypass. Okay, so would you want to listen to just the audio first? This was not a professional recording, of course. This was not in a treated room. This is just a beginner's level recording. And this is the recording we'll be using just to kind of maneuver our mouse mode, get familiar with the mouse modes and stuff like that. So I'm going to start it from here, and I'm going to go ahead and play it, but be making sure that it's coming through in OBS this time. So here we go. So actually, I think I have okay, good. I just have all right, so there we go.
See, my peripheral got a story to tell now. If it could be seen, it would be amazing to tell what life we living though. Here, me, my ghost though. Now he's been on the cover, flowing like a river. Oh man, see, Father is a clever, avoiding prophecy. See, that's is a never. See, I'm nature. Now tell me, what's your flavor? Now tell me who is qualified to save us. Brain operating like it's concussed. We got more to give to this universe, but fraudulently, yes, we've been coerced into a lie. That's why I cry, so I plead to thee. It's me, to thee, that we need permission to breathe. Please.
Okay, so that is an unprocessed vocal. I did not do it when I was doing the mixing part of it. I did not do any pre-effect. I did not do any normalization. I did not do anything like meaning that if I click this and you look, go to the FX change. As you can see, there isn't anything here. And I mean, I didn't usually, if you're doing any of the ARA plugins, I didn't do anything. I didn't go into Melodyne. I didn't go into Steinberg spectral layer. I did not edit it in what's it called, external SoundForge. I did not do any of that. So this was just the recording. I just shaved some stuff off the edges. As you can see, just want to make sure that it is. So we're going to undo history and see how much undoes. Okay, so that's fine. We can cancel that. All right, so we're going to get started on the mouse mode. So first of all, on the mouse mode, what we started with was the handles. And the handles, you have to click on the actual object to be able to see the top handle here, the top handle here, and the middle one. So if you click it, this is more like the fades. So as I was going through the menu, like the first one to speak about, if you click the middle handle and drag down, which is this one here, that would just kind of affect the volume. Okay, you click down, it will just affect the volume. However, you can do the same thing down here. So if you double click, it goes to 0, but just kind of keep in mind, you can also do that there. On the right side, this is the right side of the fade. Okay. If you want to fade in, unfortunately, you can actually, one thing I noticed when I was doing the last video, you cannot adjust these lines so that you want to bring this part down more and more. We'll try doing that when we get down to, because I never tried it, using some of the other mouse modes. But yeah, that would be it. If we were to hear it, we'll see.
It's concussed. We got more to give to this universe, but fraudulently, yes, we've been coerced. Universe, but fraudulently, yes, we've been coerced into a lie. That's why I cry, so I plead to thee. It's me, to thee, that we need permission to breathe. Please,
okay, so you get an idea. Let me just zoom in more so that way we don't have to keep. And I'll put this on a loop. But I mean, that was kind of changed with the more mode that we work with. And if we were to move in this corner, the same thing. If we want to fade from the front, we can click here and then we'll fade from the front. So if you wanted to,
My peripheral got a story to tell now. If it could be seen, it would be amazing to tell.
okay. So then we're gonna go back. We're gonna go back. So that's the first. As I said, the first one is the middle one. You pull down, that's the volume. The side one, of course, it just, and then so if we hold down the shift key and move this over, you can be able to do it more. You don't have to go in a long like that. You can be able to go more subtle. Hold shift and you move. Doesn't have to. It doesn't move very much. Okay, so just kind of keep that in mind. It works both ways. And also the lower handle, as you're speaking about down here, is the one that I showed you earlier. If I was to, kind of go all the way out, you'll see that it is, but unfortunately, we're just going to cut it right there. Boom. Well, actually, we can just Control Z. Boom. And that's pretty much what, if you click the lower handle and drag to the left or right, that just going to, just adjust that to kind of bring that in. Now you'll be, when you're in a different mouse mode, it's going to do different function, like the pitch shift and stuff what we're going to get into. It's going to be different when you drag and move that around. So just kind of keep that in mind. So the main thing we need to remember here is for objects that are crossfade with the, with other objects, for example, the auto crossfade that occurs when you split objects. So we're going to just come here and let's just go jump to the cut mode real quick. If we cut this, so there's an auto crossfade that is created with us going to zoom. Zoom. If we were to go here and say we want to see here, there's an auto crossfade universal mode that is created right here. Okay. And with that one, you can adjust it. That's what it's referring to here in this little triangle box. The handle for the start of each rear is located a little to the right of the crossfades. So as you can see, it's located at the right of the crossfade. So just kind of keep that in mind. So we're going to put that back there. We're going to go Control Z, and that's it. And we're going to just go to zoom mode. Come on. Go to zoom mode. And then we're going to just come out. Okay. And then we're going to switch back to our universal mode. The reason why we're not starting from universal mode, because we already did that in the previous video when we did mouse mode. We did the whole universal mode, how the bottom part it works for the object and the top part works for ranges. So if you're up here, you can do ranges. If you're at the bottom, you can move it, you can duplicate it. You can, if you press Control D, you can duplicate it. So just the same thing. We're not going to go through that today just to save us time.